Dive into the profound wisdom of Jay Samit's Disrupt You with a quote that says, "Your dreams should be so big that they scare you." Imagine that. Dreams so vast and audacious they send shivers down your spine. This is the essence of Samit's book, a clarion call to push boundaries and shatter status quo. In this book, Samit, a renowned digital media innovator, explores the concept of disruption, not just in the world of business, but within ourselves. He urges us to reframe our thoughts, to disrupt our perceptions and expectations. He presents a roadmap to personal transformation, a path that winds through the landscape of entrepreneurship in the 21st century. The book is more than a collection of theories. It's a distillation of Samit's experiences and insights, a testament to the power of disruptive thinking. It's a beacon for those who dare to dream big and disrupt the world. In the next few minutes, unravel the secrets to personal transformation and success as revealed by Jay Samit. Chapter 1 starts with a bang, exploring the concept of disruption, and Chapter 2 delves into personal transformation. In the dynamic world of business, disruption is not just a buzzword, it's a lifeline. Jay Samit emphasizes the importance of disruption, painting it as the catalyst that propels us from the realm of the ordinary to the extraordinary. Disruption is about breaking the mold, shattering conventions, and creating new paradigms that redefine industries. It's about challenging the status quo and bringing forth innovations that change the game. But to truly disrupt, one must first disrupt oneself. This is where personal transformation comes into play. Samit argues that to be a disruptor, you need to be willing to disrupt your own beliefs about yourself and the world. He posits that our perception of reality is often a self-imposed limitation that hinders our potential to innovate and create. For instance, many of us are held back by the fear of failure, the comfort of familiarity, or the illusion of security. These self-limiting beliefs can stifle our creativity and prevent us from realizing our full potential. But when we dare to disrupt these beliefs, we open the door to endless possibilities. This is where the concept of personal transformation dovetails beautifully with disruption. Transforming oneself is about embracing change, about being adaptable and resilient in the face of challenges. It's about constantly learning and growing, pushing the boundaries of what we think we know and can do. Samit emphasizes that personal transformation is not a one-off event, but a lifelong journey. It's about continually evolving and adapting, not just to survive, but to thrive in a rapidly changing world. This journey of personal transformation is not easy, but it is necessary. It requires courage, determination, and a willingness to step out of your comfort zone. But the reward is worth the effort. For when you transform yourself, you gain the power to transform the world around you. As Samit puts it, disruption starts with you. It's not about finding a gap in the market, it's about creating a market where none existed before. It's about being the change you wish to see, and in the process, changing the world. Chapters 3 and 4 of Disrupt You provide insights into identifying opportunities and understanding value chains. As we delve into these chapters, we find Jay Samit emphasizing the need to identify opportunities and problems. It's a radical shift in perspective that can be transformative. Instead of being weighed down by challenges, we are encouraged to view them as fertile ground for innovation. Samit urges us to seek solutions, not to dwell on problems. In his words, problems are just businesses waiting for the right entrepreneur. Now let's talk about value chains. What are they, you ask? Well, think of them as a series of activities that a firm operating in a specific industry performs in order to deliver a valuable product or service to the market. It's a crucial concept to grasp if you're planning to disrupt any industry. To illustrate, let's say you're in the smartphone industry. The value chain might include everything from conceptualization, design, manufacturing, marketing to after-sales service. Each of these stages adds value to the final product. Now here's the kicker. If you understand this chain, you can identify potential weak links, areas where you can add more value, or perhaps even steps that can be eliminated altogether. This is where disruption happens. Samit encourages us to look at these chains critically, to question the status quo, and to seek out ways to improve or innovate. It's about finding that gap, that unmet need, that inefficiency, and then building a solution that fills it. Let's not forget that disruption isn't always about creating something entirely new. Often, it's about taking what's already there and making it better, more efficient, or more accessible. So, whether you're an aspiring entrepreneur or an established business leader, these chapters offer invaluable insights. They remind us that every problem is an opportunity waiting to be seized. and that understanding value chains can pave the way for industry-altering disruption. Remember, opportunities often come disguised as problems. So let's start looking at our problems differently, shall we? Now, let's explore chapters 5 and 6, where Samit discusses funding and networking. In these chapters, Samit delves into the beating heart of any venture: funding. He posits that money is like oxygen to your business. Without it, your disruptive idea will suffocate and wilt before it can bloom. But funding isn't merely about amassing a pile of cash, it's about understanding where to look, how to pitch, and who to approach. Samit encourages us to think creatively about funding, from angel investors to crowdfunding, venture capital, and even strategic partnerships. Now, it's important to remember that funding isn't just about money. It's also about who the money comes from. This brings us to the second part of our discussion: networking. Samit stresses that building a robust and diverse network is an essential tool in the disruptor's toolkit. Your network is not just a group of contacts, it's a reservoir of resources, insights, experience, and potential partnerships. In essence, Samit is saying, don't just network smartly. Cultivate relationships with people who can help your venture grow, people who bring different skills, perspectives, and connections to the table. Be generous with your own knowledge and time, and others will reciprocate. Remember, in a network, every connection is a two-way street. Samit also emphasizes the importance of finding mentors within your network. These are the individuals who have been there, done that, and can provide invaluable guidance as you navigate your disruptive journey. They're the ones who can help you avoid pitfalls, seize opportunities, and keep you grounded when success comes knocking. So how does one secure funding and build a powerful network? Samit suggests starting with a compelling vision and a clear value proposition. Be passionate about your idea, but also be flexible and open to feedback. And always be prepared to seize opportunities when they present themselves. In conclusion, Samit teaches us that the right network and funding are as essential as the disruptive idea itself. They are the lifeblood of your venture, the engine that propels your vision forward. The right network and funding are the fuel to your disruptive fire. In chapters 7 and 8, Samit teaches us about the power of persistence and adaptability. Let's dive into the essence of these chapters. Samit's philosophy underscores the importance of persistence in the pursuit of disruptive success. He urges us to dig deep, to find that stubborn resolve within ourselves, to keep going even when the odds seem stacked against us. He instills in us the belief that disruption is not a one-off event, but a continuous process that demands tenacity and endurance. Imagine you're a marathon runner. You don't sprint the first mile and then give up at the first sign of fatigue, do you? No, you pace yourself, you push through the pain, you keep going because you know that every step you take is a step closer to the finish line. That's the kind of persistence Samit talks about. It's not just about starting the race, it's about finishing it. But what happens when the route changes midway? That's where adaptability comes into play. Samit impresses upon us the need to be flexible in an ever-changing business environment. Just as a river changes its course when it encounters an obstacle, we too must learn to adapt and find new paths to our goals. Samit advises us to embrace failure not as a sign of defeat but as a learning opportunity. He says, failure is not the opposite of success, it's a stepping stone to success. Every failed attempt, every mistake, every setback, they're all invaluable lessons that help us grow and evolve. They teach us what doesn't work so we can find out what does. So, let's take a page out of Samit's book. Let's be persistent in our pursuit of success. Let's be adaptable when faced with change or adversity. Let's not fear failure but welcome it as a teacher. Persistence and adaptability are not just skills, they're survival tools in the disruptive world. As we conclude our journey through Disrupt You, let's revisit the key points. We began with the concept of disruption, an essential tool for any entrepreneur eager to make their mark in today's fast-paced world. This led us to personal transformation, the seedbed of innovation, where we learned the importance of embracing change and pushing beyond comfort zones. Next, we delved into the art of identifying opportunities and understanding value chains, two vital skills that allow us to see potential where others see problems. We then explored the intricacies of securing funding and the power of networking, both fundamental components in turning big dreams into tangible realities. Finally, we discussed the twin pillars of persistence and adaptability. Persistence keeps us on our path when the going gets tough, while adaptability allows us to pivot and evolve when circumstances demand it. Remember, in the words of Jay Samit, your dreams should be so big that they scare you, so go ahead and disrupt yourself to disrupt the world.